What's going on, everybody? It's Ryan Gary here with another video. As you guys can notice, I am bald, so I look heavier. Trust me, I did not gain any weight. It's because I don't have hair anymore. Was going to go get a haircut, but it's just so expensive, so I just shaved it off myself. Yeah, so it's buzz cut again. Not my favorite, but it is nice, just soft and, easier to wash and everything. So, back to the main point of the video. So, the main point of the video is we are going to be reviewing episodes 1 and 2 of Tim Allen's The Santa Claus TV series that came out last year. We're going to do this across the next 3 days. So, I'd like to get this done before the new series comes out. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So, the TV series starts out with Santa flying in a sleigh. You can tell it doesn't show Tim Allen directly, but then it's like people talking in a house, a little girl and a dad, and it shows Santa, then he yells, "I love what I do." It shows Tim Allen Santa, then he's got this new elf, and the elf, he says, "Throw me something." He throws a donut up in the air, and he throws it, and Santa Claus flies around up and down, and then catches it with his mouth. They're having fun. Santa Claus, the list is awfully small this year. It's getting smaller and smaller every year, he says. So he ends up going to this house that he went to years ago. Sarah, if you guys remember Sarah from the first movie, the little girl, she was the one sleeping in the chair. He visits her, and then after him visiting her, she's all grown up. She throws stuff at him. She ends up believing him again, and he says it's never too late to change. He gives her a toy, and she leaves. But his magical twinkle to get him up the thing doesn't work, so he has to go through the front door. He scares the elf. They get back on time. Something happens at the North Pole. Mrs. Claus from parts 2 and 3, the principal, Carol, she's back. It shows he's got his son, Buddy. He's not being called Cal, but Buddy from part 3's grown up. And then he's got a little girl. It's actually Tim Allen's daughter in real life, Elizabeth Dick Allen, I think is her name. Yeah, she's in it now as their daughter. And the pole, they're acting like the elves are thinking something's wrong, but Santa's just pranking him. He's in a sack. He is having struggles with his magic. He tells his wife about that. He's just having the Mrs. Claus about struggles about magic and stuff. And the Mrs. Claus continues to wonder if there was a Mrs. Claus before. She actually forgot her name in it. And the Santa Claus, it's just an episode of him just trying to get his magic back. And then he lost another 10 pounds, so he's trying to gain weight. Kind of like in part 2 where he kept losing weight. He's trying to gain weight. He's eating gummy bears and cookies and stuff, and he's not trying to move he's trying to move as little as possible, trying to gain as much weight. He keeps losing weight, 5 pounds here, 5 pounds there, 10 pounds. He ends up saying, there's a joke and it's really funny. He goes, I'm looking like an MMA fighter, not an M&M eater. And that was pretty funny, I thought. And then it continues on. It's by the end of the episode, it's next Christmas. They're flying. Well, into the episode comes, he ends up falling off the roof. The episode ends there. So on to part 2. First episode, 10 out of 10. No reason for me not to consider it a 10 out of 10. Noel the elf is kind of annoying, though, I will say that. So, on to episode 2. Excuse me. On to episode 2. Sorry. So, on to episode 2 now. So, episode 2 is, it starts out with him, acting all strange. They can tell. But he's lying, saying that, nothing happened. And the elf girl notices, so she tells him to, the head elf, it's no longer Curtis, I don't know where Curtis is, Bernard will show up later in the series, and the elf, she's, saying, she shows Santa Claus the card, it has the clause, the Mrs. Claus, the escape clause, and then the leaving clause, meaning he could retire, he's just got to pick a new Santa Claus. So they have some people brought there. They have this son, or they have this guy with his daughter. He was a game designer and a businessman. He's real rich and everything. Not real rich, but he's pretty successful. He's smart. He's struggling with his business though. It's him, and then the other candidate is Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is, it's funny. Peyton Manning just has a little cameo. They're interviewing him, and he's like, "Oh, I wouldn't grab the thing." It's pretty funny. And then the guy goes in, and his daughter disappears with Tim Allen's daughter, Santa Claus' daughter in the series, Tim Allen's real-life daughter. They go in the forest, and the elf con said that there's only one, left. There's only one elf con left, and he's drunk on maple syrup and candy canes. So they go out the woods. There's this winter witch or Christmas witch. She's out there. It actually goes off the old fable, that witch that would give kids candy in their stockings and then would bring coal. And she catches them, the father and Santa Claus. She catches them, and then they initially, they're caught in the snow. They ask her to get out where the kids are. She takes them to him. She says that she used to deliver candy with coal. Oh, and in the wintertime in Germany back in the 1700s, coal was actually more useful than candy, which, and most likely is true. Yeah, I'm not. I've actually heard that in real life too. But yeah, she would deliver coal and candy. The coal to the naughty children, even though coal was more useful. So she took him back to the daughter. The daughter's disappointed. She doesn't want to leave the North Pole. Well, he ends up deciding this guy's Santa Claus. They sing him a little last Christmas song. And yeah, they go into the portal, and that's the end of the episode. That was episodes 1 and 2. I know I went through it really fast. Sorry if I'm talking really fast. Yeah, that was episodes 1 and 2. I'm going to try to get 2 and 3 up tomorrow. And then 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to try to do this as quick as I possibly can. Sorry. Just want to get this done. Not that I want to rush it. I just want to get the new series, because the new series is getting ready to come out. I want to start reviewing it as soon as it comes out. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'd say so far 10 out of 10. You know, I watched it last year, but I'm not going to give you guys my rankings till it's afterwards. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Please like this video. Once again, thank you all so much for watching this video. But back to the point. Please like this video. Leave a comment. Please share the video. Oh, and please subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please subscribe if you can. Alright, thanks everybody for watching. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holiday season. Bye, everybody.